Okay. This is the first video. It's going to be a bit of a weird one because it's kind of just like what's the word? An understanding for the day. So we're going to bin these off quickly and I'll kind of show you my trade for the day that I was going to take, but price didn't retest my zone, so it kind of fucked me a little bit. Anyway, I've started trading, day trading, learning it anyway. So we're going to attempt anyway to try and become a profitable trader. I'm kind of going to journey my entire way through. I've just come home from the gym. Yeah, I've been in work, and then I've come home and I've been back testing, and I just I found this trading work, and I marked it all up, waiting for the price to re-enter. And if it did re-enter, then we would have had an unreal trade. We would have run, I think, almost 800 pips, maybe a little bit more. I could be wrong, but yeah. So I'm going to show you my trade that I wanted to take today. So again, we'll kind of just work through it one by one. Again, I've been learning trading for 2 months now, so if there's anything that I'm wrong about, feel free to tell me and call me a dickhead. But yeah, so we'll go on our weekly. Well, I'd love to know where price is. Fuck me. So as you can see here, on our weekly time frame, we're bullish, but when we move to our daily here, we're kind of in a bit of a bearish movement at the moment, which again, I'm not too strong about that. We haven't broken. We broke recent lows. No, we haven't. I could be wrong about that. I'm still learning daily bias, so don't come at me for that one. But we move to our 1 hour. We're bearish. Okay, so today's trade, I was in the markets for no more than 20 minutes, maybe. And I'll show you the trade that I come across today. I apologise if I'm waffling a little bit. So where was my fucking trade? Let's have a look. So we moved to the 1 hour. So there's today's 1 hour. It's literally just been bearish all day. It's been a horrible market to trade, 0 entries. So we'll start on the 15 because 15 is where I found my first entry, kind of my entry. Let me see, where was it? Time was that there? 10, yeah. So we found this fair value gap here, and that was our imbalance. So we're waiting for price to retest this for starters, but again, obviously we can't always just trade through a fair value gap. You'd be silly to just trade on that. It's more of you're just waiting for a bit of a risk. But we had an SMT on top of this. As we can see here, we had an SMT here, SMT here, and then on silver, where is it? Was it this one? I fucking marked out. I think I marked out here. I think this was it. 9 till 10:30. 9 till 10:30. Yeah. So we can see price didn't sweep it here. It swept it here. They have not paired together, meaning price still wants to push down. And again, we've had another SMT, the SMT that popped up here, meaning price wanted to push down. So there are 2 confluences that we had right here, and then we waited for a retest. I can't remember, there was another confluence. I really should have thought about all this shit before I started recording. Do you know what I mean? To try and give my explanation towards it all, but no, I just decided I'm not going to do that. Oh yeah, shit, my bad. So yes, this was on the 15-minute. I found this fair value gap here, and then I moved down to the 5-minute. So we had all these 2 confluences so far, and then we move on to here, and you might be able to notice here we had another fair value gap form right here, which we created as another imbalance. Now for me, that is 2 confluences, as price did come to retest this zone. No, it didn't actually. It didn't come to retest. And then we formed another fair value gap, which again, it didn't retest that zone either. I did set, because I found that after my 15-minute one, I think. Don't hold me to that, I can't remember. It's been a long day in work. So I set my long position here. I set it either in the Fuck, I always do this, cunt. Yeah. So I set my stop loss in the 50 in the my entry at the 50%. Move that around. My stop loss would have been at most recent high of liquidity, so we could have started here. We could have gone here. I would have gone for here because it's a hey 100 pip trade that I like to risk, so 1 to 1. But again, for people that don't have take profits or different take profits, these could have been our take profits here. So we could have targeted this recent liquidity here, which could have been our take profit 1. Just put this gun. That could have been our take profit. Oh, see, why am I spawning these cunts in left, right, and centre? That could have been our take profit 1. And then, if I'm completely honest, we didn't have really much to base off. So it was kind of like we could hit that take profit and dip, or we could hit that take profit 1 and let the rest play out and just see where we can target. Again, we ran all the way down to here, the most recent lows, which I have noticed. I don't know whether I'm being a monk, but if we look here, price did stop here. So I don't know if we were trying to grab liquidity from last week. But again, I could be completely wrong about that. But yeah, so our take profit at the end of the day did run towards, how many pips is this? 680 pips, which would have been a good trade, good trading day. Only if price retests that zone, which is a bit annoying that it didn't retest. But again, you can't win every trade. You can't trade every day. But price was very left us with not many entries. It was wick central today, as we can see here. So it didn't leave us with many thingies. But I think that all made sense. In my head, that makes sense. And I was in work when it was all happening, so I was trying to sort it all out. But we're looking at some bullish movement, I think, at the moment. If we go to the... Again, I could be wrong. Let me get rid of these fuckers. Piss off. Piss off. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's daily. 1 hour. So we have not swept any of these lows. We've got an SMT here, but price is starting to push up a little bit here. If we can get a closure here, we might be able to create a fair value gap, and we'll see where price goes. But again, for the time being, God knows. But that was the trade that I wanted to take as a little trading recap day. Again, I've only been learning trading for just under 2 months now. So if I'm done anything wrong, feel free to let me know. And yeah, so that was trading recap day of today, trading through freaking awful price action. Peace.